active community of scholars, mentors, institutions, and industry partners working together to expand opportunities and strengthen the scientific workforce. Now, our nation and our world face challenges that require the full range of scientific talent and perspectives. You know the challenges that are out there. Preparing the next generation of researchers is essential if we want science to continue driving discovery and innovation and solving some of our biggest challenges. Now, that goal is reflected in the design of this conference. ERN provides a national platform for undergraduate and graduate students to present their research. We offer professional development sessions focused on graduate school, focused on internships, focused on fellowships, and career opportunities. We connect students with employers and organizations from across the STEM workforce. And we create space to build relationships with peers and mentors who share your interests. At AAAS, advancing scientific excellence and expanding opportunity go hand in hand. Strong science depends on broad participation. Our goal is a world where everybody who wants to has the opportunity and the support to go as far as their God-given talent and inner drive can take them. You know, sometimes people say that we're not in the golden age of science anymore, that somehow we've lost a step. But I got to tell you, this is the best time ever to be doing science. This is the golden age of science. There are challenges out there. There are plenty of things that are hard, and I know that's troubling. But if you take yourself out of the news for a second and you look at where science has taken us, we know more about the universe, we know more about this planet, and we know more about ourselves because of science. And I have every confidence that you're going to add to that. So you're going to see that commitment throughout this week's programming. You're going to see hundreds of student research presentations, professional development sessions, and exhibitors from across sectors ready to connect with you about your next steps in STEM. And let me just end by saying, I am so glad that you're here. Welcome to ERN, and I hope you have an amazing conference. Take care, everybody.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2026 Emerging Researchers National Conference. You've just heard from our CEO, Sudip Parikh, whose leadership continues to elevate the role of science in society and reinforce the importance of gatherings just like this one. We're grateful at AAAS for his vision and for all of you who are carrying that vision forward through your work. My name is Travis York, and I have the privilege of serving as the director of AAAS's Center for STEM Education and Workforce, or CSEW. And it's truly an honor to welcome you all here this evening. As a half-Indigenous social scientist, it's also an honor to open the meeting by this convening by recognizing the land on which we gather this evening and for the next few days. We are meeting on the traditional lands of the Muskegee or Crete people who lived, worked, and generated knowledge on this land long before it became known as we know it today as Atlanta. In 1821, in fact, the Muskegee were forcibly removed from this region. And so we want to take a moment and acknowledge their enduring presence, contribution, and the resilience of the Muskegee Nation and other indigenous peoples. And we commit to continuing to learn from their histories and to steward this land with respect and responsibility. This is the 14th year of the ERN Conference. It's an effort that began in 2011 through a partnership with the AAAS and the National Science Foundation, particularly the HBCU UP undergraduate program. And this year, that vision is alive in this room. There's over 900 participants in this year's ERN, more than 560 students, more than 270 research presenters, more than 300 travel awardees, dozens of judges, mentors, and exhibitors. That's not just a conference, that is a community and a pipeline of talent shaping the future of science. ERN is about more than presentations and posters. It's about preparing a generation of scientists who are not only technically excellent, but who also are effective communicators, collaborative problem solvers, and leaders of their communities. Because of the challenges we face today, and because those challenges don't sit neatly inside single disciplines, they are in fact complex, they are interconnected, and they require you. We are living in a moment of profound challenge and possibility. From climate change to public health to the rapid evolution of artificial intelligence, the role of science has never been more important or more visible. But here's the reality. Scientific knowledge alone is not enough. We need public trust, clear communication, and a shared understanding of why science matters. And that's where you come in. This conference and many of your research opportunities are supported by the National Science Foundation. That means that they are made possible by public investment, by taxpayer dollars, taxpayers who believe in the power of science to improve lives. And with that investment comes responsibility, not just to do excellent research, but to explain your work to your family, to share it with your community, and help people understand why it matters. Because when people see themselves in science, when they understand its impact, they support it. And that support is what sustains the entire STEM ecosystem. Each of you in this room is more than a student or a trainee. You are a knowledge creator. You are problem solvers, and you are a bridge between science and society. Your perspective matters, your voice matters, and your work matters. And the path ahead may not be always easy, but it is meaningful and it is necessary. So over the next few days, I encourage you to share your research with clarity and confidence, ask thoughtful, concise questions, and engage deeply in discussion with those around you. Build relationships, especially new relationships that extend beyond this conference, and seek out mentors, collaborators, and opportunities, because the connections you make here can shape your career for years to come. How many of you were in this afternoon's scholar orientation? Orientation was the word that I could not think of. Okay, good number of hands, about 150 of you, if I counted right. Thank you for raising your hands so high. I see you. Good job. One of the things that we heard from Irene presenting at the scholar orientation today was a plea to not sit with your friends at meals. How many of you followed her directions? Yeah, raise those hands. Nice, nice. I want to extend that opportunity to those of you that might not have had a chance to make it to the orientation. One of the most incredible opportunities that you have here at ERN is to expand your network. And so I really want to encourage you, even though it may feel a little uncomfortable, even though it might even lead to some awkward small talk, as much as you can over the next 3 days, try to meet new people. Sit with new folks at meals, talk to new folks that that don't go to the same institution as yours at poster sessions and oral presentations. Talk to presenters, talk to faculty, talk to judges, talk to graduate school recruiters that are here, and industry and internship opportunities. Those conversations will serve you incredibly well. And also, it's a conference, so if you have an awkward moment, it's okay. You don't have to see that person again. I mean, maybe you will, but maybe they'll be your boss someday, or maybe they'll work for you someday. There's so many things that can happen. So I really want to encourage you to